Assalamu alaikum viewers, I'm Zubia Irfan. Welcome to another show of CxO Talk. As you know, it's a knowledge sharing platform for all the sea level across the Pakistan and around the globe. Every time we invite some interesting personalities in our show. Today we are honored to have Mr. Jamal Ali Khan with us. Mr. Jamal Ali Khan is a highly respected professional in B2B space with over 25 years of experience of leading sales and account management teams for some leading IT and communications operators in Pakistan. Previously serving as head of indirect sales channel at Jazz and currently as chief growth officer at eocean. So Mr. Jamal brings a wealth of operational leadership and strategic insights. So let's meet and greet Mr. Jamal. Assalamu alaikum.
Ji, welcome, Salam, and thank you for having me, Ji.
Welcome to the show and thank you for sparing some time for this interview.
Most welcome, Ji. Always a pleasure.
Okay, so Mr. Jamal, to begin with, could you please introduce yourself to our viewers and your role within your organization?
Yeah, sure. My name is Jamal Ali Khan, born and raised in Karachi. I had my schooling from City School, went to Government Commerce College, and then did my master from Rikra University. Started my career in 1999 with Paktal, when it was run by cable and wireless. So we used to carry the box phones and the hard rock phones at that time. From Paktal, I moved to Mobilink to get some GSM flavor. At that time, it was run by Motorola. So there I served for 24 years, primarily in the corporate services, whereby we were handling enterprise customers. So I served them as account managers for customer services, then sales, uh, from account manager to regional head in South, which was primarily the biggest market. And then I was moved to Islamabad, and I was heading an indirect sales channel for B2B, which was actually the first time we introduced a partnership model sales in the B2B environment. So the exciting part for me, and I think I've been lucky to actually see the transformation of the industry from a conventional traditional phone just used for voice calls to BlackBerry, where you used to send and receive emails, and to a smartphone era now where technically you do everything from your small screen, be it your banking, your transactions, e-commerce, entertainment, and certainly you also use it for your communication as an emails and voice. So this is a little about me.
Excellent, excellent. So, Mr. Jamal, with such a rich background in corporate services, what major
Yeah.
transformations have you witnessed in customer experience over the years?
Nice question. I'm so sorry. I just forgot to mention that I'm currently working for eocean as chief growth officer, and I've just recently transitioned from Jazz. It's been 4 months now. Coming back to your second question, and a very interesting one. I think the transformation has been significant. I would say that the customer relationship has moved from uh, transactional to more towards relational. So it's how the deep relationship that you have from your first point of contact, which could be admin officer or assistant manager administration, to the level of the CEO. Uh, so the more uh, deep and entrenched relationship you have with your client, the better you can serve them. And I think that's the current transformation which has happened in the customer expectation from any service provider. And secondly, I think they demand more agility in terms of how their queries are addressed. So less human interaction maybe, more to, I think, through chatbots, through mobile apps, through service portals. So they would rather want to do things more on their own rather than depending on call center or agents and stuff. So I think that's one of the transformation that has recently happened, and service providers have actually mold their service model accordingly.
Right, right. So, Mr. Jamal, your work with the MNCs and high value clients is commendable. What's the secret behind building long term, trust based relationships with them?
I think it's more about keeping customer at the core of everything. I guess whatever you do in terms of changing policies, changing your tariff, changing the processes that you follow within your organization, uh, you need to have customer at the core of it. That what does customer at the end need from you? And I think if you have to define it in a line, you have to understand their business, uh, if not better, then at least the same way that they do. And if you do that, you will exactly know what their problems are, how you can help them make money, and how you can help them save cost. So I think uh, this is probably the best way you can serve your customer better in the modern times.
Very true, very true. And how do you instill a culture of empathy, discipline, and ownership within your teams?
Sorry, I didn't get your question up. Probably your voice was breaking.
I was asking, how do you instill a culture of empathy, discipline, and ownership within your team?
No, sorry, so I can't hear you.
Okay, am I audible now? Hello. Hello.
I'm sorry, I lost you. I lost your voice as well. Can you hear me now?
It's okay. Can you hear me now?
Perfect, perfectly fine. Yeah.
So I was asking, what qualities do you think make a customer choose to stay loyal to a service provider, especially in such a competitive market?
Uh, I think, like I said, you need to know your customer better than uh, I think they would do to know themselves. And you need to be proactive in addressing their issues. A key account manager uh, should sense if there's a problem that he sees or he foresees that's coming, and should address it proactively before it becomes a big issue. uh, Obviously then comes trust and transparency, uh, obviously value additions, and these kind of stuff that a customer would expect from a service provider. But I think more importantly, it's knowing their business, addressing their issues before it becomes a big problem or maybe a disaster.
Very right, very right. So, how do you instill a culture of empathy, discipline, and ownership within your teams?
Uh, I think it's more about I think first and foremost, you need to have this realization that you need to instill a culture of empathy and culture of discipline within the team, and then obviously then leading by example. So your own actions should reflect discipline and empathy. And I think if you set clear goals and if you tell your team manager of what you expect out of them at the end of the day, end of the month, or end of the year, they would know exactly how and what to deliver. So I think the clear communication with your team is very important.
Okay, am I audible?
I hope that answers your question.
Okay, okay. Next, I would like to ask if you were to define your leadership style in a few words, what would it be, and how has it evolved over the time?
Uh, I think probably I wouldn't define it in a sentence. I can probably define it in one word. Uh, the leadership style that I carry, or I think anyone should carry, should be situational. Uh, I got the chance to get or and to attend a leadership course. It was on a situational leadership by Ken Blancart, and so they actually formed four quadrants that every team would have, and your team members would fall into one quadrant out of the four. And if you place them accordingly, then you would actually know when you would have to use a delegating style, a supporting style, maybe uh, sometimes you need to do some coaching, and sometimes you need to be directive. uh, so if you're adopting appropriate style for your each team member, you can expect a maximum throughput or output from them. And if you do otherwise, then obviously I think you will have issues of underperformance, deficiencies, and issues like that. So it's very important that you should know what leadership style would fit into your or each individual team member.
Very
So
right,
my
very right.
leadership style is situational, and I make sure that I follow that.
Right, right. And finally, Mr. Jamal, we truly value your presence at CXO Global Forum. How has your
Most welcome.
experience with the community been so far?
Well, actually, first of all, I would like to thank you for having me in the CXO Global Forum, and it's been an absolute honor. And I also got the chance uh, to meet and to interact with few of the founding members. Ishfaq in Bank Islami, he's recently been moved to as chief in the AIC Digital Bank. Then Khawer, yourself, and a few others in the WhatsApp group, and I try and participate and actually I get to know a lot of details in different industry verticals, obviously being shared on the WhatsApp groups on the different categories. So thoroughly enjoying the experience, and I wish I can add value in this Steam group and the forum that you have made, and participate more often. But thank you for having me in it.
Great, great. So, Mr. Jamal, thank you very much for your time, and we wish you more and more success in your life. And it has been a very useful discussion with you. I hope our viewers will learn a lot from it. Thank you very much.
I hope so too. Thank you so much, and take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, so viewers, this is it for today. Inshallah, see you soon with some another amazing personality. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.